Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittany and I am an artist. I really like to do digital art and I also really like to dabble around with traditional mediums. Arrtx was kind enough to send me their set of 90 acrylic markers. This set has a wider color range that focuses more on earth tones and floral tones, and overall just provides basically every color that you need to complete a bomb-ass project. So let's go.
So with today's drawing, I was actually inspired to draw my vanity. The other night I was sitting on my bed and I was drawing on my iPad, and I had the light of my iPad shining into my face, and I looked across from me into my vanity and I thought, you know what, this looks kind of cool. So I figured that I would draw it. So here we are. I really liked the look of the lighting in my face and how it looked in the reflection of the mirror. I'm not really sure how I'm going to be able to capture that with acrylic markers necessarily, but I'm going to try my best to kind of show off the different lighting aspects. Of course, the room was dark when I was doing this. I'm not going to be able to get that dark feel, I don't think, but I think it will still look pretty cool. When it came to planning out the colors for this piece, I wasn't really able to do that necessarily. I had a whole other sketch of this drawing on the left side of my sketchbook, but I fell asleep while I was drawing and my 2-year-old decided to take my mechanical pencil and draw all over the left side. So I'm kind of winging it with the colors that I'm going in with. Especially the ones that I'm going in with for the actual vanity itself. It's kind of like an off-white, but I also have like streams of hair dye on it, so it's not like a perfect white color, so I'm okay with whatever color it kind of turns out as, you know? My vanity has these fake flowers that I draped over the top of it to add a little bit more character to it and make it look pretty cute. It's like these purple roses and then some fake baby's breath flowers, and I think they look pretty cute. When I went in to do my moon tapestry that I have behind me, I wanted to ensure that the character that I'm drawing of myself sticks out sufficiently enough from the piece because I have black hair. So when I go in to do the hair, I decided to go in with like this blue, and then I go in and take the black and essentially create like an inner shadow with the black itself and still keep like that blue trimming around the hair so that I stick out really nicely from the background. I went in with skin tones and made the lighting on the skin and the hands and stuff, like the face, and I made them kind of reflective of like what the shading would look like if I had light on my face. You'll see me kind of add that a little bit later in. I wasn't really sure what to do for the blanket, so I'm kind of winging it here because I'm not very good at drawing folds. So you'll see me play around with like a couple different colors before I finally am satisfied with how I want the blanket to look, and I'm still not really satisfied with it, but I like to go in and get like that painterly effect with these types of markers, so I move pretty fast with them. And then I decided to do like a gray long sleeve shirt, and then I'm just using different like levels of gray to kind of go in and do like the lighting on my shirt, and then I'm going in and doing that shading on the skin that I mentioned earlier, just to kind of help kind of direct the lighting of the piece. And I think honestly it looks really good this way. These markers have like a pretty decent like stiff tip on them. Like it's a brush tip, but it's a stiff enough tip to where you can do smaller details. So I was able to go in and do like a little bit of a black outline where I needed to in some areas so that I could just define a few areas. I really didn't want to go over it with Ohuhu markers or anything like that. And at one point my daughter takes my chair completely, so I'm standing over my drawing while I'm doing this. So you might see me kind of stand awkwardly in this video, so I apologize. But this one was a lot of fun to do. Like I had a ton of fun working on the skin. I think the skin ended up working out really well, and I like how the colors end up kind of working together pretty decently. I didn't know what color to do for the background. The image that I saw myself in the mirror, right? I was in the dark. So the problem is that I don't really know how to capture that with these types of markers. Like if I was doing this digitally, I would throw a multiply layer over it and call it a day. But I don't really have that at my disposal. So I decided to do like a pink background so that it would kind of contrast well off of the other colors. I think it looks cute. If anything, it's like a daytime image, you know? I think it's cute. I think it's cute. Because of my toddler, I don't keep a lot of stuff on my vanity, so I really did not know what to even put on there in the drawing. I decided to just kind of keep it simple and do a lotion bottle and a generic eyeshadow palette drawing. Yeah. So I went in with the white and kind of used that as a base on the vanity, and then I'm going over it with like different tones of gray and blue. Because I really don't have like a set focus on what I want the vanity to look like, because it's okay if it's like different shades of lighter whitish tones, because it's kind of a mess anyways, you know? So I'm okay with it. I ended up trying out a technique that I learned with Ohuhu markers, where you touch the two markers together that you want to blend, and when you do that, the colors get onto each other's markers and it creates like a wet gradient. So I did that with a blue and a white, and I really ended up liking the effect that it created. So I did that over the whole base of the vanity, and then as it kind of got out of the white marker, I went back over it with the white to lighten it back up and add more of like a painterly texture to it, and I ended up really liking how it looked. And that brings us to the end of this video. I really like how this one turned out. I think the flowers look very gorgeous. I love how the blue on the base of the vanity turned out. I love the texture. I think the face and the lighting, the stars, just everything looks so cute. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more of my content, please consider subscribing. If you use traditional art, what is your guys' favorite medium to use? Bye-bye.